now heading west on St. Clair Avenue. To my right here is the big new Loblaw supermarket that was built here, I don't know, 5-10 years ago. St. Clair West subway station. This area is an extremely popular area south of here. This is not quite Rosedale. Let me film out of here. Maybe you can see it from there because the sun is glaring in here now. We're coming up to Bathurst and St. Clair, which is a major intersection in Toronto as well. In the middle of this street here, let me see if I can zoom in a little bit here. You can see the streetcar right of way. So there's a streetcar running right here, actually going into a little bit of a tunnel right here and then coming back up. Toronto is one of the few cities in North America that actually has still maintained an active streetcar system. Most North American cities have actually gotten rid of their streetcars, and Toronto still has a fairly extensive streetcar system. You can see one of our red rockets coming up right here. Let me zoom in on it. This is basically one of Toronto's landmarks, the Red Rocket, which are streetcars. I think they were bought in the 1970s or something. They're a little obsolete right now, but the TTC, the Toronto Transit Commission, is still using them. Now, our Mayor David Miller is actually talking about creating a whole bunch of new light rail tracks across Toronto to sort of deal with the congestion and the traffic and the pollution, because that's where's the music coming from? Is there somebody playing live music? Oh, a saxophone player. Here we go. Here's a guy. I don't know if you can see him. I'm trying to hold it steady here. Sorry, the videography is a little hard when you're moving. But at any rate, streetcars are still a popular way to get around for people that don't drive. Of course, the drivers are not so happy with the streetcars because they plug up the streets and cause more traffic. But at any rate, this is sort of the stretch now west on St. Clair Avenue. As you can see, lots of retail happening here. Just in this corner, actually, straight ahead, if you can see it, is Albert's Real Jamaican Food. This is actually a really popular spot in Toronto for Jamaican food, oxtail, jerk chicken, curried chicken, all that type of stuff. Very, very good food. And you can tell, you know, here's Manila food, for example. Toronto is definitely one of the world's most multicultural cities. And so, you know, you will see a whole mixture of all sorts of different restaurants, retail places, fruit markets, and so forth. This stretch here is also sort of revitalizing in recent years. This is the Good News Church. Isn't that interesting? I don't know what that really refers to. But again, it's one of those church buildings. Here's a church right across the street, the St. Clair Avenue Baptist Church. Probably dating back to the early 1900s or late 1800s. And I'm gonna check in with you in a little while from further west here on St. Clair Avenue in Toronto, from an area called Corso Italia, which is one of several Italian neighborhoods right here in Toronto.